What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you're here before, we're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Online, a league with a really cool deck. It's Mono Blue Dreadnought. I'll get into that in just a second. If for some reason you're watching Premodern content and you don't know what that deck does, before we do that, take a look at this flyer right here. This was just sent out to me by Carl Winter, and this is for a really cool charity event called the Winter Ball 2026. And it's going to be at Just Games. It's hosted by the Rochester Royals. They asked me to do a little signal boost on this, and it's a charity event, so I absolutely couldn't just say no. You're looking at the flyer, but just in case you can't see your screen for whatever reason, it is going to be Saturday, January 31st, 2026. Doors are going to open at 10:30 a.m. and first round will start at 11 at Just Games in Rochester. And then it's going to be Swiss with cut to top 8, so very normal tournament structure, raffles, games, orb flipping, all the good stuff. Community prizing drafted based on standing, very cool. Finalist is going to receive an original painting by David Raska himself, the author of the Bible. A launch included and catered by Dinosaur Barbecue. Don't know what that is, but I bet if they're advertising it, it rules. And it is playtest friendly, which is really cool. You can show up with your proxies. So if you're in the area and you want to play some Magic the Gathering, some Premodern, that might be the way to do it if you're itching to play on January 31st, 2026. Now, today's deck, speaking of David Raska's Bible, Dreadnought, Mono Blue Dreadnought, that's what we're playing today. This is a deck I'm not going to harp over every single selection, but just a little primer in case you're hopping in and you're like, I want to see what this format's about because it's getting a lot more attention than it was before. Let's talk about what this deck does. Sorry that it's all yellow barred out. I've traded this deck back. I use a Mana Traders subscription to get most of my cards because I play way too many decks to own them all. But a Dreadnought is a 1 mana 12/12 with virtually no downside. That's a lie. It has this downside where you have to sacrifice 12 powers worth of creatures or bury it when it comes into play. This is a trigger that goes in the stack, so you can either stifle that trigger or you can do something a little bit more convoluted and Vision Charm the Phyrexian Dreadnought out of play. Vision Charm lets you phase out an artifact, and if you phase out the Dreadnought the next turn when it phases back in, it doesn't count as entering the battlefield, so its trigger won't go on the stack, leaving you with a 12/12, which is very strong. The rest of the deck is full of cantrips and permission and card selection. That's the entire name of the game. In the sideboard, we can pivot to being a Parallax Tide deck that sometimes wins with Brain Freeze. We've also got the normal stuff like Blue Blast, Annul, Powder Keg, and then a really cool one that is more of a modern adaptation is Essence Flare, which is, it looks like a pump card that slowly shrinks the creature. It's +2/+0, but at the beginning of each upkeep, that creature gets a -1/-1 counter. This is very helpful against cards like Meddling Mage, where we can't really get them out of play outside of Chain of Vapor, and if our opponent ever has 2, they can just name Chain of Vapor and then Phyrexian Dreadnought, and we can never win. Well, if you Essence Flare it, all of a sudden it's not a problem. It also comes up against Xantid Swarm, a 0/1 with flying, and when it attacks, you can't cast spells. This lets combo players force through their spells. We don't want them to do that. That is this entire deck and how it works. So let's hop into the league. I love easy mulligans. Let's just not go to 2. Mulligan. Island, Stifle, Dreadnought, Foil. Keep. Don't arrest me. Done. Now you have to DM me so I can know. Ayo. Talk to each other. It'll be fine. I'm glad I have my Dreadnoughts. Now that more people are playing Premodern, I foresee a lot of Premodern staples getting more expensive. Dreadnoughts are already crazy expensive. No swamp. Thank you. F6. Mother of Runes. Sure. Off the top rope. It's a Vision Charm. Love to see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to Island, Stifle the Dreadnought, foil the swords, and then use Vision Charm to further protect our Dreadnought. I think is where we want to go here. Yeah, we're in Jam City, 100%. Whip Quarter's a little bit annoying. Maybe I should have foiled it, but I've got white weenie matchup is terrible for Dreadnought. Hope is not. Is it? Is it that bad? Attack with Mother, sure. Now I think we're gonna take a draw, see what we got. Island, okay. I think we go for, swords, disenchants, and Whip Quarters, fair. Maybe I was supposed to foil this Whip Quarter, but then I have to Vision Charm my Phyrexian Dreadnought. Looking back, I think that was my first mistake. I should have thought a little bit longer on the Whip Quarter. I think we might be able to Wang Jangle it still. Here's what we're gonna do. Phyrexian Dreadnought, no response. Give it a Vision Charm. This will let us stifle the first Whip Quarter. No response. F6. This will let us stifle the first Whip Quarter, meaning they'll have to hold back. So now we're just looking for another Stifle. How do you beat tap creatures? Stifle or second Dreadnought. We're kind of set up to play a long game. Attacking with Mother of Runes, no, I think it's free here. It's fine. Powder Keg. So true. Curse Scroll, who cares? My turn, untap, draw, opt. We're gonna play our third island. We're going to head into combat, and I think we want to force through this first Dreadnought attack. We need to get them to 8. All right, Stifle that. No thanks. Thank you for the Prime subscription. And there we go. Foil that. Cast, target, swords, pitch, island, pitch, opt. All right. Now just draw Stifle to win? Seems fine. Go ahead. True Believer's fine. They just get in for 1. Stifle off the top. Probably need to do it the turn after this one though, because they should tap in my upkeep. And they do, very smart. Off the top is a Chain of Vapor. Okie dokie. We're going to chill. Sultari Champion, sure. Attack for 3. We can't chain yet, but if we draw like Vision Charm, it starts to look more enticing. All right, tap Dreadnought. Gush. We don't actually need to Gush right now. We probably should though. Tap 2. Gush. Bouncy, bouncy. There's a foil. We'll play Mishra's Factory out. That's actually pretty good here. And then we're just chilling. Combat, attack, attack, attack. Trigger the Sultari Champion. Is this the turn where I'm blocking with Mishra's Factory? I need to really think about how much time I have here. They're definitely going to be able to curse scroll this Mishra's Factory. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But next turn, I can wake up the factory, make a block, pump the factory. If they attack with Mother, we can just take it out. Then the factory pump happens after they target the curse scroll. Then we can Chain of Vapor the Sultari Champion and try to start pinging things out of play, and then hopefully be able to reestablish the Dreadnought. I think that's the world we're going to try to live in. Also, if they copy with Chain of Vapor, me too. We're going to take the first hit. Ooh, Spire Golem Retromancers plugging me right now. Thank you. What reason not chain the Whip Quarter in their end step? Because they will copy chain, bouncing my Dreadnought. Oh, wait. Oh my God. I can foil the copy. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Holy shit. Hey, dude. Fuck off. I just totally forgot that the Chain of Vapor's copy is a spell that I can counter. Good call. 1, 2, 3. Curse scroll me? No response. I mean, it comes down to, do you have swords or don't you? You want to copy this? Foil. 1, 2. You got a swords in there, buddy? My go. Looks like no. All right, cool. We got there. Failed upwards, huh? Powder Keg looks great. I think Essence Flare actually looks pretty good too. Chat, how do we assess Essence Flare? Pretty good? Is this a Tide matchup is also a question. Not Brain Freeze, no Blast. I don't think Chain of Vapor, none of these. Everybody tough until you meet the 12-12. True. Get Stone Rain, nerd. Carl, I did read your write-up. Very good games. I don't want to spoil anything. Chat, do we like these 7 cards coming in? Or is Parallax Tide just like unnecessary? You use Tide and Shrimp as like a pivot plan for grindy games where your opponents have a ton of answers to Shrimp, which is why in this matchup, I'm considering it. I think Chain comes in with Tide, yeah. Maybe Parallax Tide is just extra in this matchup. Maybe I don't need to go down that road. Maybe it's just like these 4. No Tide versus aggro. I like it. Daze on the draw, does it suck? I know Daze is way higher ROI in this deck than it is in most other decks. I think like we can cut our opts. He plays Geddon, Parallax isn't good, truth. Although Geddon's not good against me, but yeah, I agree. I almost want to like cut 2 ops, 1 Daze, and like a Flash of Insight / a Thwart. I kind of want to do this. I think Keg's pretty good. I'm bringing in this Keg. I got the Keg in the main. Keg on 2 seems really good because of Whip Quarter. I usually don't fuck with Shrimp either, but I am looking for trophies. And this is one of like, we've been up to this point playing pet decks of mine that are definitely like tier 1.5, tier 2. But now I want to move into like some either tier 1 shit like Dreadnought or some like obnoxiously fast decks like Angry Ghoul, Reanimator, Goblins. All right, opponent, you're on the play. Foil, chain, foil. Nope. This is an easy mulligan. Mull. Dreadnought, Vision Charm, Dreadnought, Essence Flare, blah, 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 blah. Keep pitch Dreadnought, I think. Yeah, pitch Dreadnought, keep this 6. Let's go. Savannah Lions, that's fine. I think we need to pop a Portent off here. Yep, that's a Gush. We definitely want to pop this Portent off. Portent me, there's an island, Essence Flare, Counterspell. Sure, I'll take Essence Flare to the bottom, followed by Counterspell, followed by this island. And then I will not use the ability, and I will F6. Would always keep the backup Dreadnought. I can see it, but the rest of my hand looks phenomenal. Like, what are you mulliganing if it's not the Dreadnought? I think Flare is a sideboard card that we brought in. Powder Keg is a sideboard card we brought in. Attack with the Lions. If we draw, I mean, we know we're drawing Counterspell, so we're just gonna go Stiflenought here. Island, tap, Dreadnought, Vision Charm, cast, phase out, the Dreadnought. No response. No response. You're up, opponent. Good luck. Yeah, by the time they can swords, we'll have Counterspell up, right? There's a Mother, sure. Race me, race me. I'm hungry for a race. End step, phases in. Essence Flare, okay. Combat, attack. Well, now I just don't fucking have to do anything, so pass. Counterspell, keep going. I think if there's a foil in the top 2 cards of our library, we cannot lose. All right, we just win. Great, cool. Next game. We'll mulligan it. They're great YouTubes, Rent. This is one of the better decks to play. Looking at Premodern with Virgin Eyes. This is This is probably either the best. It's in the top 3 decks in the format for sure. Mulligan. We got Dreadnought plus Stifle. We got a Portent anywhere in here? No? I think we're keeping it anyway. We'll pitch the most awkward card in our hand, which is Flash. Good evening. How you doing, buddy? This is the tier 0.5 deck. I think this and like the correct version of Enchantress also falls into that category. Dark Ritual, sure. We're getting Suede. This is a matchup that very much has the tools to beat us up. But if we draw the land, it might not matter. Islands, I think we're just gonna like opt at their end step. If we find the land, we're in good shape. Enchantress, you have to shot call your meta though. Too many ways to build it. Yes, there's a billion different ways to put Enchantress together for sure. Attack me, bro. I'll go to 16. That's impressive. All right, the way we lose this game is if our opponent has duress and we like don't make our land drops. But as of right now, it looks like we're gonna be trying to make our land drops. Opt. Island to the top. Count it. On tap. Chain of Vapor. All right, they only have 1 land, so we're going for the Dreadnought here. We can't simply not do that. Phyrexian Dreadnought. No response. Tap for blue. Stifle. This trigger. No response. I've got Daze up, so that's actually like super duper good. Yeah, Blue-White Tide, Rich Shade Enchantress are tier 1, but you can go into Blind with Shrimp and just rattle off wins. Yes. Shrimp's a deck that you don't even need to be particularly talented to rack up wins with, but it is a deck that the better you get at it, the more just horrifying you're going to be as a pilot in general. All right, cool. They died to 12-12. Love to see it. Powder Keg is good in this matchup. Essence Flare is like probably not actually that good or necessary. Great island choice. Yeah, this is a nod to Crazy Carl Winter of the Impulse crew. We share our love for tilty islands. Annul looks medium. Oh, for sure. The shrimp big brains see the fucking matrix code. Exactly. Yeah. Like people who are, I would say that I'm all right at shrimp, maybe average to like 0.5% above average. People like Justin Provencal, who are like shrimp geniuses, play the game in a way that people like me can't even really understand. I don't even know the lines that they're thinking of, and the things that they're playing around or the advantages they're trying to set up aren't even things I am aware of are in the game. Like it's kind of wild the way that really good Dreadnought players play the game. I don't know if this is an Essence Flare matchup. All their creatures are fucking X2s. They're just a pile of X2s. But I think Counterspell is really bad against this matchup. Maybe like Chain of Vapor, remove Thwart. I think Daze is like fine here too. Like opt, I don't know, something like this. Who cares? Submit. This is supposed to be a bad matchup for me, but our opponent just didn't duress us. So no Essence Flare. I would say that only versus creatures that stop the combo. Well, that's what we did, so I'm gonna say that it was on purpose. I never know how to assess hands like this. Chat, NeonMushroom needs chat's assistance. Opponent did mulligan. This hand contains a half of the combo, impulse and backup. Do we like keep this? I always feel the impulse to take the first mulligan. Impulse, no pun intended. But I always feel the impulse to mulligan the first hand that doesn't have both combo pieces. But we don't have 8 Dreadnoughts. Keep. All right, we're keeping. Oh, is Wraith here? I didn't even see Wraith. I'm sorry, Wraith. Wraith. Yo, here that you've been invaded. I have. Opponent's mulliganing to 4. Love that. All right, just to be. You better duress me. Nothing? Okay, F6. Foil. Cool. Island, go. Another swamp. Tap for 2. Play a Rotting Giant. I think that this is fine. On tap, draw, Phyrexian Dreadnought. That's not fucking fair. That's not fair. Chat, it's not fair. Tap for the play Dreadnought. No response. Fucking Vision Charm it. Fucking phases out. Hell yeah, brother. No response. Go ahead, opponent. Good luck. I'm sorry. Just a B5. You didn't deserve this, but it is the reality you're simply living in. Tap for 2. Sarcomancy. Who fucking cares? Okay, what else? Curse Scroll. Yeah, you're dead. You can't even attack me. You're Rotting Giant. You don't have any cards in your graveyard, so you can't attack with the Rotting Giant. On tap, here's my factory, so I can keep Island in hand for foil. Here's 12. Better lucky than good. I need to get lucky as part of how I win my games. Pass to you. All right, cool. 2-0. What the fuck? They need stuff up plus Edict to win. Yeah, that's exactly what they need. This hand sucks, right? Like, I think if this hand simply had a Stifle or a Vision Charm in it, I'd be like, ooh, piece of candy. Because it's like draw the land to simply win the game. But I think this isn't enough. I'm just going to mulligan it. This hand has Daze, Chain of Vapor, Vision Charm. Yeah, we probably just like keep this, pitch, and Island. Let's go. Sleight of hand. I'm going to put them on Iggy Pop immediately. Iggy Pop or like Storm, like stock Storm. All right, you go, opponent. Iggy or Grow. Yeah, it could be Grow. I would not like it if it was Grow. Grow's like actually a tough matchup for this deck. Polluted Delta usually means Iggy. My turn, draw. Powder Keg, cool. Land. Does Powder Keg do anything versus Iggy? This is just blank cardboard in my hand, right? Yeah, I think we're just passing. Sleight and Grow would be wild. No, I just played Growatog with Sleight of Hand. I think that card's awesome as a 2-of. It's very good with Korean Dryad. All the Iggy players out the woodwork, yeah. I don't think we're playing Powder Keg. Not uncommon to have Sleight there. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. I don't think Powder Keg has text against Iggy Pop, so just let my opponent do whatever they want. Sleight is great as a 4-of MtGO Lightning Angel deck. I do like that deck. We made a video about that deck recently. It was fire. Keep it for the beasts. For the beasts? Oh, because they might sideboard into, they can use Cunning Wish to go get their hunting pack, right? Draw land. I'm correct at this game, clearly, pass. Yeah, I forgot that Iggy has hunting pack in the sideboard. Thank you for reminding me. At some point, I should probably get around to resolving that, huh? Not like I'm doing, I mean, I guess I'm gonna Flash of Insight for 1 at end step. 1/2 Merchant Scroll. I'm never thwarting Merchant Scroll, I don't think. Still Iggy, we've got Tombs in there now. Gemstone, sure. Yeah, we go for the Flash. Flash for 1. Boop, draw and card. I will take that. Thank you. Island's actually like fine here. Here's a Counterspell. I think I will just like get, guys, do I hold the Powder Keg? I don't think they have a way to get it out of play, do they? Even if they do, it's like a Chain of Vapor. I think I play Powder Keg. Go ahead. Cast it. Good. Good. I'm glad I'm not insane. Hold it over their head. It's unfair how good Dreadnought is against combo decks with counters and stifles. Yes. No need to keep it. Just making sure there's not some weird card I need to be playing around randomly. My turn. I will not put a counter on that Powder Keg. Portent me. Oh, Dreadnought. Where are you? It's not in here. This is actually not a bad pile out though. Do I just like keep this to keep making my land drops and then like take the opt? I think maybe. I think this is better than a shuffle. Stifling the Storm Trigger would go crazy. Shuffle, you think? Yeah, it's like you can opt into the Gush, but then if I'm casting the Gush and I don't follow it up with Dreadnought, it makes this Thwart look way worse. Same with the Daze, which is already dying in my hand. So, but that's the other thing. Gush is in there, right? My impulse is to keep it. Wraith saying shuffle makes sense, so I'm like caught on the fence here. I kind of want the Gush. Okay, I'll take the Gush. Island, Gush, opt. No. Pass. Keg and Play reduces his options to go crazy with 4/4 beasts. Fair. I mean, they definitely have Brainstorm combo, right? But our Brain Freeze combo, but feels like I just like counter the thing. Intuition. We just save our counters for the combo cards, right? It feels like I just save this Counterspell and this Thwart. You think you'd counter it? I think I'm countering the Iggy. I think I'm countering Ill-Gotten Gains. I don't think we're interacting with this intuition at all. Because I've got double backup for the Iggy Pop, or for the Iggy. The Pop, here's a little lesson. Iggy Pop, as I understand it, where it gets its name from, is this card, Ill-Gotten Gains, IGG Iggy, and Pop is popping the Lion's Eye Diamond. Here's your Ill-Gotten Gains, that's for you. Next turn. Brain Freeze. You want me to mill? I mean, I'm not like super high on the cards that I have on top, so sure, no response. Like they're fine, but this isn't the end of the world for me. No response, flip them all over. No response. Oh, they're brain freezing themselves. That makes sense. No response. Next turn. I think hitting yourself actually makes sense if you're Iggy Pop. They need critical mass pretty bad. Draw off Portent. Okay, continue. Dark Ritual, no response. Cabal Ritual, no response. Lion's Eye Diamond, no response. Ill-Gotten Gains. Counter Spell. Ill-Gotten Gains. Tap for a... I know it's a Gush that I'm taking off the top. So, Thwart. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Begin sideboarding. What's good against Iggy Pop? I don't even know. Question, chat. Do I sideboard versus Iggy Pop? Do we brain freeze? Thwart is clearly... I'm wondering if we like... They're comboing their turn, so I die to brain freeze first. But what if I stifle the Storm Trigger and then brain freeze them? And is there a chance that that's literally ever better than just doing my Dreadnought combo? Annul for LED? Is that actually good? LED is a 0 drop and I'm on the draw. Oh, because they need to keep recurring their LED for the combo to work. Nope, I'm in it. I just understood why you guys are suggesting that. What's bad? The question is what's bad in the mashup? I don't want to lose Daze, Flash, Thwart, Foil, Gush, Counterspell, Impulse. I want all of my cards. They probably do play Swarms. Wait, can they play Swarms? Their green mana is City, Gemstone Mine, LED. They can't really do that though. Can the deck play Swarms? And Lotus Petal? Tide can be good, you think so? Chain of Vapor out? Actually, that makes a ton of sense. So then it's like Keg, and then are we looking at Parallax Tide? I think I can cut ops here. Chant plus Abeyance usually. Yeah, they can go off with one then. That's what I thought, because their entire combo can be powered by one LED and a land. Yeah, let's hedge towards Xantid Swarm and bring in 2 Essence Flare. I'm not confident that they're playing it, and I think if that's the case, I have no idea if they do. I'm not gonna go too deep. I'm gonna bring in a Flare. Maybe we'll get lucky. I wanna see the Swarm before I go all in on Flare. That's a lot of dead cards if they don't do anything. Swarm is probable. Okay, good to know. We have the combo in our hand plus Daze. We're keeping this hand, obviously. Keep. Opponent's on 6, fine. Best sequence of top decks is Gush into foil, as usual. Duress me take Vision Charm, still get comboed? Oh, just an island, okay. Slight, sure. Petal, why not? Swarm off the top, all right, confirmed Swarm. We now know for sure that there's Swarm. Island, play it, pass the turn. You got it, I take 0, go to 20. I can't stop you from doing stuff now. Fetch. 1-2, Merchant Scroll, can't stop you, that just happens. Intuition entered, sure. On tap, draw. All right, here's my island. Foil would be good if it weren't for the Xantid Swarm. Tap, Dreadnought, no responses. Tap, Vision Charm, cast, phase out, you, no response. No response. You're up, opponent. I guess next turn we could like Impulse for Essence Flare. Well, foil doesn't do a lot here, right? Because I can't cast spells right now. Oh, they're just passing. Okay, well, rip. I don't know what they're supposed to do now. Gush, pretty good. What if I do everything right now? Impulse. Keg, Dreadnought, Portent. Weirdly, I think I'm just randomly taking a Powder Keg in case they like manage to beast me next turn and they can't, for some reason, brain freeze me. So we're gonna take the Keg. Soup Smuggler says Keg for safety. Very happy to hear that. And then I think I'm still going to Gush. 1, 2. Annul, sure. Play an island back out. Go to combat. Attack you. Question, chat. Does this deck play anything like, Smother? What I'm asking is, do I need to Vision Charm my Dreadnought right now? Not at all? Okay. I didn't think they did. We're gonna pass the turn and just pitch an island. All right, you have like right now to do it, opponent. Opt, sure. You're just like dead? Okay, cool. Our opponent just like kind of didn't do anything. Play League Mesh. This hand has half of the combo, Impulse. I think we keep this. Chat, I think we keep this. Do we agree or am I insane? My thinking, I've got Impulse and Opt to look for the second piece. Thwart foil is backups to problems. Hi, just watching your last video. Love your content, dude. Oh, thank you. Good luck. Have fun. Keep. Okay, good. Just making sure I'm not insane. My only reps with Dreadnought are the paper videos we do. So it's like they're blind, raw. I'm just guessing. Fairy Conclave. Probably, yes, keepable. Cool. This, I'm going to put them on land still from the turn 1 Fairy Conclave. On tap, draw, opt, sure, land, go. Tide control, do you think is more common than, Tide still. So land still with tides. I always assume it's the white version because I think the blue-white version's a little bit better, but that's an island, so maybe not. All right, let's opt. I think I'll keep an island if I see an island off the opt, potentially. Stifle, I will not keep. Gush, welcome addition to the hand. On tap, draw, it's another foil. Less interesting, but we can just impulse end stuff. We're still in it. I do play with Waifu Dreadnoughties. I have my actual set of Dreadnoughts now, but I still break out the Waifu Dreadnoughts anyway, because they fucking rule. They're so cool. Shout out Shared Discovery Crew for sending those out to me. Shivan Reef. Huh. Tide control does sometimes splash red, but now I'm going to put them on. Are they playing my deck? Is this my blue-red control deck? Like, I never interact with Lavamancer. Who fucking cares about that card in this matchup? End step. Impulse. Fling a Shrimp. That would be mint. There's my Dreadnought. I think that's where we're headed. I will take a Dreadnought. Any order. On tap. Draw. Impulse. Cool. Blue. Gush. I wonder if our opponent's tanking and countering the Gush. I could see a world where you do, but if I'm doing this, I'm basically, by making this play here in my third main phase of the game, I'm basically telling my opponent, I'm about to Dreadnought combo you. So they are going to counterspell. I am not going to have a response to the counterspell. That's fine. Okay, island back out. Dreadnought, use a blue. No response to the Dreadnought itself. And then Stifle the trigger. 4 cards in hand. This looks good. Yeah. No response to the Stifle. Okay, opponent, go. They need like Chain of Vapor or Overload or something to beat this Dreadnought here. I've got foil wrapped up. You don't think so? I don't know. I didn't have a land drop. So like that Gush only set me back 1 land, but it got a, I think, no, I'm actually going to say I think the Gush was a fine play. Now, if you want to explain to me why it's bad so I can understand better, I'm ready to take that opinion back. But based on what I think right now, I think that Gush was correct. All right, passing. I'm going to opt. Counterspell. I'll take it. My go. Tap for a blue. Tap for a blue. Ice. That's fine. Island, go. 2 at me. I like it. I like it. That island was a good draw. Possibly our best draw, actually. I think that island unironically may have been our best draw, potentially. Attack for 1 seems actually fine here, unless you're going to cast like 2 spells and then you can get an activation. Nope, it's an attack for 1. I respect it. I take. I think I am impulsing. I don't foresee them having 2 ways to deal with my Dreadnought. That said, what if I just don't? Like, I can play around everything. No, I don't need to impulse. Just on tap. Once I get this Thwart in play, I've got impulse, foil, Thwart. Or yeah, counterspell, foil, Thwart. And now I don't even need to Thwart to get the, I think we're done here. Attack. Damage. All right, you're at 6, you can go. Tap for 2, 3, for Factor Fiction. Fine. You can have Fire Ice, Island, Mountain, or 2 Repulse. They have 2 Repulse. They will not resolve. Right, yeah, I think impulsing would have technically been a mistake. I think countering the fact's fine, but I know they don't have the necessary material to fire off more spells than I have counter spells right now. So I'm almost interested in seeing what Factor Fiction shows me. I'm going to be clear here. I do not think I'm capable of losing the game at this spot without like having a stroke before I attack for lethal. All right, upkeep. This is when you repulse. You should not have let me draw that card. I will play this island out. Combat. They don't repulse. They wait for me to declare the attack. Sure. 3 blue, counter spell, mana leak, blue, impulse, take, counter spell, I guess. Any order. Thwart, foil. I'll keep the thwart a secret. Thwart the mana leak, or foil the mana leak, pitch the island, pitch the counter spell. Yeah, it's 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. We win either way. Okay, game 2 against apparently burn, or counter burn. This is a tie. Chat, I have a question. I don't know how well prepared they are for Dreadnought in general, but Tide is traditionally good against these big mana control decks. My initial thoughts are Tide should be good. Blue Elemental Blast should still be good versus their overloads and stuff. And then maybe Chain of Vapor to make the Tide good. And none of this matters. Thoughts? Go down to 2 Dreadnought, and 2 Vision Charm. You think so? Okay. I am not a seasoned player of this deck, so you know what? Fine. I'm down to try that. How does this look? Do we like this? Lose a Keg, lose an Opt, a couple Dreadnoughts, a couple Vision Charms, 2 Blue Blast plus Parallax Tide. Do you think I'm bringing in a Keg though? You think I'm going like Opt out, Keg in? Because they're definitely gonna have ways to blow up I think that's wrong. They're gonna be wanting to fight the Dreadnought plan, right? So with that in mind, like I'm not gonna take out targets for their overloads and add in other targets for their overloads. Daze is ass on the draw, is it though? I'll cut 1. We'll bring the Op back in. We'll cut a single Daze. Like this? I like this. No annuls? What does a null hit? What's up? Oh, by the way, this is Ryan Gates, right? Gates Kukas. I like what we got. Yeah, I think this is fine. Well, chat, are we sickos? What's going on, Ryan? How you doing? Hopefully the local series is going to start back up in January. I hope I see you soon. We became a Tide deck, and I've got this hand with a Dreadnought and a land, and this Opt really has to deliver or we're just dead. This is a mulligan, right? I'm not that insane. That's a load-bearing Opt. I'm not gonna bet my dreams on an Opt. This hand has double Chain, which I'm not interested in, but everything else looks fine. Keep, pitch Chain. Seems like okay. F6. Oh, Thoughtseize bug, or Portent bug, or mulligan bug, I should say. Portent me. 1 Tide, please. No? Well, how do I feel about this Vision Charm? This pile gives me an impulse, which I actually don't hate. I'm just going to take this off the merits of impulse and the 3rd land. I'll bury the Vision Charm and plan to impulse around the Vision Charm. I will not use Portent's ability. Go ahead. 3 chains in the top 8 is crazy. Agreed. Hard agree. Another Eyes land. MtGO. On tap. Draw. Island. Go. We'll end step and impulse, trying to dodge that Vision Charm off the top. AK. I was talking to my buddy Mitch. You'll see him in chat sometimes. It's Mitch the Quaker is his username. And he was playing some red, blue-red burn. And he made the assessment that I think Impulse is actually better in this deck because of the obvious mana problems it has and needing to be able to not only fix your mana base, but like find specific pieces at specific points. And I tested that a little bit. And I will say, as much as it pains me to say this, I think Mitch nailed it. I think Impulse is actually better than AK in the blue-red counterburn deck. Opt, Island. I'm just going to keep making land drops here, I think. I'm just going to grab that island. Any order. MtGO. Daze. I cannot wait to daze this fucking Factor Fiction. Why not both? Both what? Oh, you could do both. You could do both. But right now, the way the deck is built, we've only got room for like this AK. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care how many cards you have in your hand. Mana is going to be my opponent's bottleneck, I think. You could totally do both, but then you have to like play around with some other numbers. Now you're looking at like, okay, are we like cutting, Incinerates or the Urza's Rage slot, cutting one of those two? Does that make sense? Grim Lavamancer's like, fine. Tony, what's going on? Take a draw. Mishra's Factory for free? Factory. I have a plan, and it's called not attack with this. Tide would be great. Yep, that's what we sideboarded for. However, I don't think our opponent's deck is going to get us in a hurry, so if they AK, I'm dazing it so fast. I just want everyone to know that. The metagame from today has been so much different than it was yesterday and the day before that. It's really cool to see all this variety. I have to ask my opponent. I gotta know if they're playing my version of this deck or a different one. I've played against 10 different decks in 2 leagues. The diversity of this format is great. Agreed, Ryan. It's a blast. Attack me, it's free. I think you just always go for the attack here. You got 8 cards in hand. You'd love to burn my Mishra's Factory up. You'd love to at least pick the fight so you can convert cards instead of going to discard if you're gonna miss your land drop, right? It went through many different iterations, but then there's so many counter burns you could build. So true. Love Lava Man. But you definitely were the primary reason I went for it. Nice, love to see it. They're one to unstep. I don't need to do anything. I can just like keep playing lands. My turn. They gotta go to discard, which is not great. I love just drawing lands here. It's awesome. I see you're trying to get them talking for the time advantage. Yes, I am a dirty angle shooter, even on MTGO. That is who I am as a person. I just want wins and don't care about community. Chat, clip this, clip this. I am only in Premodern for the clout and the MTGO bucks. That's why I waited until they put it on MTGO to start making Premodern content. Clip that, draw, foil, land, go. I love not doing anything. Maybe I should be a mono blue tide control player. I fucking get so much serotonin out of just playing a land and being like, I like my spells in my hand. I don't want to cast them. You can't make me. All right, fastest days of my life, but to boot, do I even hardcast it? Yeah, I'm gonna hardcast it. Daze you. Next turn, Fairy Conclave. That card might actually kill me. Passing to me, here we go. Stifle, that's kind of cool. I think I'm gonna Gush now. No, this is a weird spot. If I were to like Gush now, I would go down to 5, up to 9, down to 8. So if I don't draw anything, I don't like do anything with my mana and I have to like lose a resource. I don't think I'm gushing here. I think I wait until like I can't do anything else. Right now I've got like infinite permission up, so it doesn't feel like I gotta gush or anything. I can tank this Lava Man for a good amount of time. Passing. What if I like hardcast this Gush? Now I'll wait. Now there's another Gush. I might hardcast the second Gush at the end of their turn, just to try to pop off a trade. They definitely don't want a Lava Man, so there's 2 AKs in the bin. That would be silly. Do I care about this FOF? Kinda, not really. I don't think. Hopefully you can go up to 9, 10 cards and Tide. That's the goal. I wonder if I hardcast foil on this. I'm just gonna like do that. Go down to 2 lands, foil the Factific, foil. Let me convert my cards real quick. I think I let it go now. Yeah, I let it go. All right, we're gonna split up. Let's see, they're not really choked on blue mana very poorly at the moment. So I can't give them Red Blast plus Counterspell. So we're gonna give them Counterspell, Shivan Reef versus Factor-Fiction Blue Elemental Blast. This is a good FOF, a great FOF even. Next turn, I think I'm going for the Gush. We're getting to the point where I kind of know how much permission my opponent's gonna have access to. And I wanna like force some action now, because if I can Tide them, we are done here. They take the big pile. Brain Freeze might even be good here. It could be. Maybe I need to switch to that route. This is one of those games where we could see a game 3. So I could see it. Red, blue, Powder Keg. Sure. My hand's like full of Chain of Vapors. All right, my turn. Let's go. Something cracked off the top. It's not bad. Let's Gush. Kind of an awkward Gush. Land. I've got 9 cards in hand. I'm considering Chain of Vaporing the Lava Man, so there's no way that's right. We just pitch like Island Stifle, Island Chain. I think that's what we do. We just go to discard. I hate that I feel entitled to win this match. I think that's the Dreadnought effect. You think Island? I guess I do have like a surplus of islands. Yeah, that's fine. No response. Yeah, I like Island. My hand is positively cranked, brother. Yeah, it's I'm playing the tier 1 deck brain. I think that's what it is. I never, when I'm playing Premodern, feel entitled to win. I like the feeling of fighting for my life when I'm playing this format. So far, we have not felt that. This is the closest we felt to like being able to lose the game. And it's against like a tier 2.5, tier 3 counterburn deck. Now, I love opponent's deck. I am a big fan of counterburn, but like it's underpowered. I think we can all agree that it's a fun, cool deck that can like, 3-in-1 local events, 4-1 leagues or whatever if you draw right and you play right. But it's not a Lobster Con winning deck or anything like that. Chat, I have a question. What's the over-under on hardcasting this Gush? I have no response to getting fired. Chat, I'm going to hardcast this Gush. With a foil in hand, I've got a second Gush. I'm really glad I hardcasted that Gush. Untap, draw, oh my god. All right, let's see how many lands are left in our deck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 8 more lands left in our out of the 38 cards in our deck, there's 8 lands left. I think we're just passing and pitching an island. 1, 2, Lava Mancer me down to 12. I like it, it's smart. I would actually love a Brain Freeze. I think we're gonna bring the Brain Freezes in too. Do we just take all the Dreadnoughts out and bring Brain Freeze in and become Tide Control? Is that like legitimately the plan here? Or do we just play Dreadnought? I don't know. I don't know how we're supposed to navigate this matchup at all. Maybe 1-and-1. 1-and-1 what? 1 Dreadnought, 1 Brain Freeze? Next turn. Opponent's got to go to cleanup. I could see that. Another land. There are 7 lands left in our deck. Feels like we're still waiting. Red, use the Deuter. I take, continue. It's funny. Our opponent keeps going to cleanup, and it's actually not bad for them because it's going to keep feeding their Grim Lavamancer. Portent, okay. Me. Parallax Tide, you say? Okay. This followed by Counterspell, followed by Parallax Tide. I will not shuffle. Our opponent has access to our opponent has access to everything. If you're going to go for Brain Freeze plan, don't forget to put the Vision Charms back in. Yeah, so we can mill him for 4. Good call. Right now, I can fight. I've got 6, potentially 7 mana, and I can fight with Counterspell, Foil. So I can beat the first 2 Counterspells. What if I wait 1 more turn? Can I afford that? Chat, here's my thinking. What if I wait exactly 1 more turn, draw off the Portent, draw the Counterspell, play the island, then Gush will have the maximum hand size. They have double counter, and we don't know about the Red Blast because the Red Blast went to graveyard. We know about Counterspell, Counterspell, land. There's 2 Red Blasts in exile right now. Annul is a card I'm playing around. I think I'm gonna wait exactly 1 turn. Hopefully I don't pay for that. AK? Yes. Right now they could have infinite answers. I want to beat the amount of mana they have. Charm can also turn islands into forests to blank counter, just saying. True. But doesn't it turn my islands into forests as well? Is it not symmetric? All right, let's get a draw off the Portent. Maybe chain Lava Man at end step to see if the fight. Yeah, I think I will. I mean, if I'm gonna go ahead and tide them, I definitely want to be able to. I want Lava Man to not be in play post tide combo. 1, 2. I think they were thinking about attacking with that Fairy Conclave. I think that's really dangerous here. All right, they're doing it. I'm just gonna like chain it. Yeah, guys, I don't want to go to 8. There is a world where our opponent's hand is like enough fired across the finish line. I don't like this attack at all. Oh wait, chain hits non-lands. Oh yeah, no, we're just taking. The decision was made for me. I'm gonna take 2. But this is weird to me. Our opponent was playing it super, super tight. Do they have something we don't know about? I wonder. True that. Reading the card explains the card. So true. 2 mana. Fire me. No response. Oh, just get burn magic out of your hand before passing the turn. I like it. All right, well now they have like, now they're just gonna get tide comboed. Maybe they forgot about tide combo and they think that they can race a Dreadnought. Maybe that's why they're doing this. Oh, I was supposed to chain that Lavamancer. I don't think it particularly matters anymore though. Oh, that's sad. Our opponent was playing it really well. I think they just missed the fact that we have that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lead on tap, tap, and I think we wanna Gush. No, we don't even need to Gush. We're just gonna go, yeah, we're gonna Chain of Vapor our own Tide with all the triggers on the stack, and we are gonna copy it. That is going to happen. I do know about that trick. And then we're going to play Parallax Tide. I'm expecting to see a Red Blast or an Annul here. Lavamancer me? Sure, that's gonna be fine. I'm at 4. All right, we're going to target 1. No, why? I'm holding control. Why did it do that? Do I still have Stifle? Oh, that's awful. Moto strikes again. How does this work? I hold control while I target, right? Turn off auto yields. Is that what I need to do? I've never tried this on Moto. Does anyone actually know how to execute this? I guess I can just like kind of jerry rig it. Just hold control the whole time. All right, I'm holding control. Parallax Tide, red source. Okay, cool. Parallax Tide, red source. Parallax Tide, red source. Parallax Tide, Fairy Conclave. Tap for blue. Chain of Vapor, Parallax Tide. No response. I don't know why that didn't work. Maybe I wasn't holding my control button down hard enough or something. And then I will sacrifice a land. It'll be this island, and I will bounce the Grim Lava Man. And then no response. I think we should still be fine. Our opponent's so choked on mana now. Probably could bait one of the counters by countering the Lava Man. Win-win either way. Yeah. Allow this to resolve. Allow this to resolve. This. And then I guess we just play island and pass. We're gonna do it again next turn. They've only got 1 red source. They cannot have enough burn magic to kill me. I guess wait. No, they could have Urza's Rage. That's only 3 damage. It doesn't matter. Pass the turn. But yeah, if they go for Lava Man, we'll just counter. And we'll wash, rinse, and repeat this next turn for the win. Well, not the win, but it's not going to be good for them. All right, let's see if they will fight this. I kind of just want them to fight my Counterspell. All right, they fought the Counterspell. Perfect. That's a resolved Lava Man. And then let's not mess this up again. Parallax Tide. Plus we have 3rd Tide with Stifle sitting in play. Exactly. They play out a land. We're going for it again. My turn, untap, draw. Portent's cool. Colorless, 1, 2, 3. Cast Parallax Tide. Holding control very hard right now. Target island. Target other island. Target Fairy Conclave. Target Shivan Reef. Tap. Chain of Vapor. Parallax Tide. No response. Then I will sacrifice a land, and then we'll bounce Grim Lava. No response. I guess I just wasn't holding control hard enough for the first time or something. I don't know. Is my keyboard fucky? Or was I holding down like the alt button by accident? Does Stifle work on Tides fading? How do you make that work? You just wait until the Parallax Tide gets sacrificed and you stifle the trigger to put the lands back in play. Yeah, that's all. It's actually really simple. All right, now we just need to win, which I think we're gonna do at this factory. Good thing he ticked up Keg to 1, right? Tap. Chat, what if I Portent my opponent to make sure they don't make more land drops? I don't think I care what I draw anymore. I'm just going to Portent them. I'm not even going to wait for a response. Mana Leak and 2 lands. Shuffle that pile. Any order. Shuffle. All right, pass. Wait, do I Gush so I can play Island and have Counterspell up? I think Gush. Land. Now we pass. Go up to 9 cards. There's another Tide. We probably just next turn play Tide out, attack with Factory, and don't let them have lands. Why does Twitch keep saying possible ban evader monitoring? I like you here. I'm glad you're here. Grim Lava Man? Nah. Counterspell that. Pass on the turn. All right, it's time to initiate the 6-turn clock sequence. On tap, draw Counterspell. We're not going to hold it up. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Parallax Tide. Eat. Mountain. Jeez, it's painful. I know. It's nasty for sure. All right, activate this. I'm coming. Remember this Mishra's Factory played on turn 4? All right, we've got foil. Yeah, I don't know how we lose. We've got foil. We got foil, Counterspell wrapped up, Stifle for the Tide, second Tide here. MTGO seems pretty laggy. It can be sometimes. This was a grind. Props to the opponent. Props to OP for sticking it out and playing pretty well. I think they just forgot about the Tide. The only mistake that was obvious is when they attacked with the Fairy Conclave. That was spooky. All right, Tide gets ticked down. We want to keep this island in our hand for foil reasons, so we're just going to activate this Factory and attack. And that'll happen. That'll happen to anyone. Unless you have like infinite reps on Premodern, sometimes you just forget that like a card exists. Or that a deck even plays a card, you know? It's a totally defensible thing to have happen. Zero judgment here. Oh, it has Memory Leak. Okay, well after this league, we'll do a restart if we're gonna continue. All right, they've got an island, so we will eat it. My turn. Fades away. Love to draw an island here. Tap, activate, combat. Mishra's Factory doing Mishra's Factory things. A factory of their very own. Cool. Passing to me. End step. Snatch that factory up. Next turn. Trigger the Tide. Do we let this happen? We let the Tide go to the graveyard. And then when it leaves, we just tap blue and stifle that trigger. And then we go, no island, we'll just hold it. Turn this on. Combat. 3 turns to go. Props to opponent for sticking it out. Play Tide? Yeah, honestly, yes. I almost didn't, but yes, that's exactly what we're supposed to do. Sorry, opponent. Yeah, OP, you're a real one. I hope you watch this later. Because Jadukin fucking rules for letting us I haven't had a chance. Yeah, that's done. Yeah, very GG's. GG, hope you still rock the base sometimes. I do. They're talking about this specifically. I do. Good luck in the rest of the league. Yeah, this is a real cool opponent. They're not all this awesome. All right, return to details. Okay, play league match. Let's see if we can convert the 5-0 to get that trophy going. What do we think about this hand, chat? I've got double impulse. My opponent's mulliganing. I've got Vision Charm, Mishra's Factory. I enjoy them a lot personally, but it's background noise more often than not. That's fair. The co-casting is great and amazing. Chat, I'm gonna keep this hand, but correct me when turns out that I'm wrong. I can't cast Counterspell, but I got Impulse with Vision Charm Stifle wrapped up. Seems strong. I can go super deep to find the Dreadnought. I guess if this Stifle was a foil, it would actually be a sneak. I think this might be one of those hands you have to have a conversation with someone who actually plays the deck to know if this is reasonable. This hand is fine. Okay, thank you. Ryan does play Stiflenought, so I trust his feedback. Ryan at the last few events has typically played blue-white Stiflenought, which is another deck I want to try. I think Meddling Mage is actually really good. This is just the more stock version. Sphere of Resistance on turn 1's really good against me. I think our 5-0 dream is gone. Here we go. Untap draw. What if I lead on this factory? Pass turn. Uh-oh. Dream Crusher City? You hate to see it. 4 manas. Metal Worker, sure. But what does it mean though? Phase it out, end step. Ooh, good call. Island. Yeah, I was gonna attack with the factory, but I guess if I phase out this, what does that actually do for me though? What does phasing it out at the end step actually do at the end of the day? Lets me impulse and pass and get it back in play? I don't think we're doing that. Yeah, wait until we draw Dreadnought. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually turn on this fucking factory is what I'm gonna do and get busy. Attack you for 2. We're gonna try to get our opponent at a life total where we can win with 1 Dreadnought attack. I think that's how we navigate this game. Add how many manas? 2 cards so that they have access. It's a smokestack. Gnarly. Black Vise, sure. Gotta root for the opponent. Sorry, fair. City of Traders out. Smokestack, sure. My turn. I'm gonna take 3 off the Black Vise. I think I have a line to win this game if the top of our deck is kind to us. Portent doesn't help. Island. We're gonna pass. We've got Stifle, which is really important. I think having 2 Vision Charms is our secret key to trying to win the game. Port, sure. That's pretty tough. All right, I need to think on the end step here. I could go Vision Charm, hold 1 Stifle, Charm, Smokestack, 2 counters should be the plan. Hold 1, then Stifle, Charm, Smokestack if 2 counters. Yeah, I think I'm gonna What I'm thinking I'm going to do here is Vision Charm the Smokestack, so I don't sack anything. Then let my opponent do whatever they're going to do. Then I think I want to stifle the Smokestack trigger on my turn. I think that's where we're at. All right, let's go. Boom, boom. Vision Charm cast. Target artifact phases out. Smokestack. Will you put this up in a YouTube video later? Need to go, but really want to watch this matchup. Yes, it'll be up later on, probably early next week. Black Vise, I only take 2 this time because I got a spell out of my hand. Now they're gonna want to port me. Smart. Do I want to convert here? I don't think so. I want to hold up Stifle. Counterspell. Now I think we're gonna let them do whatever they want with their Smokestack. Taking it up to 2 would probably be a mistake. They don't. Very smart. They play Factory. I think I'm actually gonna Vision Charm this Smokestack again. My turn. You tap me down. When they activate Port, I'm gonna Impulse, because now my goal is to find a Dreadnought or the land and just try to hard... Oh shit, I let it get tapped. I was in the middle of explaining what I was gonna do when I clicked through. There's the Dreadnought. So now, how strange. We pass. I really needed to fire off that Impulse. If I could make a land drop here, I feel like we'd have an actual chance to win this game. Bryce, what's going on, baby? All right, they sack a factory, sure. Another factory, sure. While we're sitting here thinking, what are we thinking about for sideboard? Are we becoming a Tide deck? Or are we just trying to get under them? Jeweled Amulet, sure. Are we bumping to Messiah? I think we are, actually. No, this is Cassiopeia. I do have some of that on the playlist, though. Put a counter on it, sure. Oh, we like Cassiopeia. Good, good, good. I don't have many contemporaries that also enjoy it. I think I'm gonna let this Smokestack trigger go. So 1, 2, 3. Sell Impulse for... No, I'll let that resolve. Then I'll Impulse Island. I think I'm just spinning my wheels here. I think our opponent's got us locked out. If you're into Cassiopeia, you should check out Gecko and Tokage Parade. This song, Nika's Dream, slaps. Japanese fusion is one of my favorite subgenres of fusion. It's really good. It's good, 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 good shit. All right, play out the island. Pass the turn. The name of this track is Nika's Dream. N-I-C-A-S Dream. Nika's Dream. Activate the factory? Sure. You got it, buddy. All right, yeah, our opponents, the walls are closing and they're actually attacking. We have to... Do we think we become a Tide deck? I do, yeah. I play a little bit of this guy right here. Should I plugged in right now? I went to school for this for a little while, but not anymore. Now it just kind of hangs up and I play it sometimes. I went to school because I thought I was going to be in sound recording tech and a musician. Then I realized I hate most musicians. Do we become a Tide deck? Like legitimately, I'm not sure if we're supposed to or not. I think Keg might be good. I think Annul is busted, obviously. Yeah, I'm unsure of Tide as well. Blue Blast looks poor. Chain of Vapor could be good. I think we're just going to try to go under them as well. I think these 4 are the only ones I'm interested in. Soul Line and Artifact Mana makes me think not. Yeah, I agree. What don't we fucking want? Maybe this Powder Keg's also too much. Daze looks fine. Thwart looks okay. Like a couple opts? I think they're just blue mud. I don't think they have welders. Opt plus. If they don't have Mox, you probably don't need Keg. Okay, so maybe like this. 2 Annuls and a chain for opt Powder Keg. Let's try it. Lose Flash? I could actually see, oh, too late. I could actually see losing Flash. I was thinking about that, but I wasn't sure. This hand has Vision Charm, Foil, Impulse, Flash. Chat, what do we think? Do we get greedy or do we try to like Impulse for the Dreadnought and foil the Sphere? You're right, I didn't have 5 mana. Keg is an answer to the random bullshit, I do agree. I'm leaning towards mulligan in this hand, but I would like, if anyone thinks that that's greedy, now would be the time to let me know. I got a bounce before you finish this league, but you should check out the Soil and Pimp sessions. They call themselves Japanese Death Jazz. Give me a sec. Let me just clip that and save it for later. Is this a 7? Just got here. Yeah, this is a 7. And what are we against? We are against blue mud or maybe just straight mud. I think I can go for something, keep it and be greedy. I think mulliganing is greedy. I think the greedy plays to mulligan. I'm gonna keep it. I've got the Vision Charm. I've got the foil wrapped up. Although I feel like if we have to foil, we're just fucked anyway, right? Everyone says keep. So maybe I am fundamentally misunderstanding something. I'm gonna keep. We've kept, it's happening. We're gonna do our best. Please don't turn 1 sphere me because I think I have to foil if you do, which is like insane. Go. Mighty Whizbit. I wouldn't keep this. Okay, I like to see someone saying they wouldn't because I was right on the fence leaning towards not keeping. So I just want to make sure that there's like a world where we don't keep defense grid. Like, do I counter defense grid? No. As much as I want to, I have to just hope to draw island. I think that's silly. Draw, let's Impulse, because I can't do it on their turn. Impulse, Chain of Vapor, Flash events. I think it's Chain here. Yeah, we'll grab Chain. Any order. F6. I think you lose with this hand. It's definitely possible. That Chain makes me feel a little bit more insulated. Metal Worker is fine. End step, my turn. Portent. I think we'll go Portent me first. Looking for a Gush. I think all these cards suck, so I'll shuffle. Then I think we got to keep the foil wrapped up. So we're gonna, do we chain a vapor the defense grid? I'm gonna get the defense grid out of play. Yeah, chain the grid. Well, I need this land in my hand. I have to be able to counter the, I don't play land. I don't have a way to get land back into my hand. I don't like play land. I want to counter this on the way back down. You know, no, maybe your play is right, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, like play land, bounce the Metalworker, then they have to repeat their turn of playing Metalworker. So that gives us like the best opportunity to like draw out of it, I guess. There's the Dreadnought, so like we're going for it. But grid is free with Worker, isn't it? Kind of. I want to see what they show us. Metalworker, Tangle Wire, Defense Grid, Tangle Wire, Jeweled Amulet, Defense Grid. 2 defense grids, huh? None of those were cards that kill me. Oh, well, grid plus 2 mana. First thing they play is grid. True. I expect 10 mana here. Fair. Yeah, I guess our play was just like fundamentally awful. They're going to follow up with like a billion things. What were all of them? Metalworker, Tangle Wire, Defense Grid, Tangle Wire, Jeweled Amulet, Defense Grid. Asterisk, those cards don't kill us, so I guess we're still just playing Magic. Now, if there's a Black Vise in here, it's like freaky, right? Worker's fine. That puts us on a 10 turn clock. There's the Tangled Wire, add counter. What's up? Hello, counter on Jeweled. There's no way they play second Tangle Wire. Second Defense Grid makes sense. That means the last card in their hand's Tangle Wire. Playing it just cuts the time that they matter in half, so that doesn't mean anything. All right. Tap both of our wait, do we even tap both of our lands, or do we? No, we don't put Flash in the graveyard. That's stupid. All right, Tangle Wire, 1, 2. Take a draw. Chain of Vapor, not great. Island. Their hand is less impactful than expected, but Tangle Wire means we're probs dead. Could be. I mean, they're ripping off the top, right? No, it's like a coin flip. All right, pass the turn. Like if they just like brick, their deck is mostly bricks. Now, if they find Black Vise, yes, we're dead. I think we can FC. Yeah, we can F6 here. We can't cast spells. Oh, fuck. They drew Karn? That's really bad. How the fuck do we beat that? I'm surprised they casted it that way. All right, I'm going to now Chain of Vapor this Karn. Says it's a coin flip, just rips Karn off the top. Yes, this is fine. You have tapped my... What difference does that make? Yeah, I'm gonna tap these anyway. All my lands are tapped. Vision Charm, pass the turn. Yeah, this is, them ripping Karn off the top is pretty lucky, huh? But at the end of the day, we probably shouldn't have kept the hand. But I can see why everyone in chat was like, keep. I think it was close. Like, in most matchups, I think it actually would have been fine. And this is a tough matchup for sure. I think winnable, but like, hard. Tap a bunch of shit down. If they didn't have the second Tangle Wire, I think we might still have a way out. Tough matchup, but also, what are you looking for if you don't keep that? Do you keep that to do anything more? You keep the combo. Just like, straight up combo, right? Having a Stifle here might do it. We don't have one, but if we did, we could Stifle the Tangle Wire trigger. Turn it on, sure. You need something like 2 Annul Island to win this, so it was basically lose, bad luck. Yeah, turn all the buddies on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, go to attacks. Ooh, Sky Joker, thank you for the Prime sub. Sly Joker, sorry. You play an Icky Shrimp? Brother, we're going for trophies. We're 4-0 right now. Although I think we're going to take a loss here. Love you, baby. Got to go get ready, apparently. Friends want to go out and celebrate the news. Love you. Stay safe and healthy. Yeah, have a good night out, buddy. Enjoy. Next turn on tap. But it was, I think it wasn't. We had no disruption apart from foil. We needed Counterspell or Annul to slow them down, develop mana, and try to drop a Dreadnought ASAP. Because after a Tangle Wire or Sphere, we can barely play Magic. Yeah, no, I think that's actually super fair. No response. Like, Gush is still good here, though, right? Tap 1, tap 2. Okay. Mishra's Factory. Okay, Factory. Tap it. Hold control. Do we die to lethal here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my god, that's exactly lethal, actually. Make him see it. Dreadnought. If I had a nickel for every time someone calls me Sky instead of Sly, that's awesome. And who love the YouTube videos, glad I'm actually able to catch your live stream. Thanks for all your content. You got it, buddy. I'm glad you like it. No response. That comes into play. Tap, Vision Charm, cast, phase out, boom. They have exact damage. We'll see if they know that they have exact damage. No response. No, they don't. They don't have enough mana, right? So I think we've got like a turn. Activate Karn, turn on Defense Grid. I don't think this is your line. Turn on Tangle Wire, sure. Turn that on, sure. So it depends on how aggressively they attack here. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh no, they totally can. What was I thinking? Why did I think they couldn't kill us? Yeah, they just tapped the Jewel. Damn it, another 4-1. Fuck, all right. Give me like 2 minutes to figure out what's going on for the rest of the night, and I might be right back. We might play some Goblin.